Okay, what's up, y'all? Christopher Smith, When a Black Woman Speaks series. You can also check me out, blogtalkradio.com/the League of Dash Talk Radio. Me and my co-host, Antoine Watts. I'm going to jump right into this thing here because you guys got to have it. I'm going to break this up into two videos. Everything that this woman is saying in this video is very articulated. You need to hear it. Trust me when I tell you. If you're a father, we just struck a major upset in these women thinking that, oh, it's beneficial for me to have the kid and I get to claim the kid on taxes. So the benefit of them wilding out and kicking the father out the life, they're about to get the burden dropped on their ass. They're about to be into a different tax bracket. They're about to start paying a lot more in taxes, according to this woman. It's black screen for reasons, copyright infringements. Listen in.
I am about to go in on this tax plan. We all know that our new president is Trump, and he has been talking about a tax plan. So taxes is my thing. I am Terrie Chantel. I am a tax specialist. I've been in the business for close to 10 years now. I also specialize in business credit and credit repair. But today I'm going to talk about this new tax plan that we have. I love tax law. I love reading about taxes. I love knowing what the new updates are. I love figuring out how I can help my clients for the upcoming tax season. Tax season is right around the corner, so of course, it's that time where I start learning what's new. So here we go, the tax plan. It has about 4 components to it that are brand new that is blowing my mind right now. Okay, it's blowing my mind, and I'm going to attempt to not bore you guys and go too deep, because when I get to talking about taxes, I can go deep. So I'm going to talk to you about examples so that you can understand what the new tax plan could mean for you. So first of all, this is not in effect yet. It's the proposed plan. It hasn't been passed yet. Second, if it is passed, it will be for 2017. So it will not affect you until you file for 2018. So here's the first thing, and I'm going to start here to make sure that we're all on the same page and understanding. So number one, the first thing that the tax plan, that Trump's new tax plan is going to do, is it's going to eliminate the head of household status. Okay, gone. There is no head of household status. So that does 2 things. One, it affects the standard deduction that you could claim if you normally would file as head of household. If you don't know what a standard deduction is, here's what that is. The government gives you a certain dollar amount to deduct from your yearly income to say, we are not going to tax that dollar amount. So right now, the standard deduction is for a single mother, okay, a single mother who makes $35,000 a year. That standard deduction is, we are not going to tax $12,000, about $12,000 of your money. The head of household status was created to account for the burden of raising kids. That is the whole point of that status. Everyone knows that single, they get charged the highest tax bracket versus some married filing jointly. The head of household is kind of right in the middle. It says, yes, you aren't married, you are a single person, but you do have the burden of kids financially. So we're going to give you a better tax rate because of that. No longer, okay? So if you were filing head of household, if this tax plan were to pass, you would now get filed as a single person, as the same status of a single person who does not have kids, okay? I'm going to give you an example, of a real life example of how that affects you. On top of the head of household being eliminated, he's also getting rid of personal exemptions for everyone in your household. What that means is, works the same way as a standard deduction. It takes away a piece of your income that will not be taxed. So if you made $20,000, I'm not going to tax $12,000 of that money. So that helps you out. Now I'm only taxing you on $8,000 of your money. But the exemption says for every person in your household, on top of the standard deduction, I'm going to deduct another $4,000 for each person in your household from your income so that you're not taxed on that money either. That will no longer exist. So there's no head of household, and there's no, he's repealing personal exemptions. Okay, he's repealing. So between those two things, you're going to see an increase on your taxes. Okay, so a real life example: if you have a single parent, and I'm going to use the demographic of my clientele, and that's who I think about first. Who is this going to affect in my clientele? Because about 50% of my clients are single mothers. In my business, I had over 300 clients last year. 50% of them were single parents. The other, I would say 40% were married, and about 10% of single kids. So under the new Trump plan, if you are a single parent, and I took a lot of notes because I read about 40 pages of this plan, and I really tried to digest it so that I could keep this short and sweet and not lose anybody. But under the new Trump plan, a single parent who makes $75,000 with 2 kids, okay, would see an increase of their taxes at $2,400, a $2,400 increase in their taxes under the new Trump plan. Why? Because there's no head of household, which means that normally, for example, in my situation, I am now at a higher tax bracket, okay? 10% more under his plan, okay? So 10% more of my money now is going to be taxed because I'm engaged, I'm not married. So 10% more of my money is going to be taxed. So think about that. Think about the average person's tax return, okay? The example I just gave, $2,400 increase in their taxes. Most people, that's roughly the amount of most people's tax return in the first place, right? Right? So the days of looking for those big refunds, which that's another story. If you're filling in your W-4 right, you really shouldn't have that big of a refund anyway. But those days, most of us kind of look forward to that refund. So this just ripples down to that time of the year where you're not really getting that refund check anymore. So just prepare your mind for that. Just prepare your mind for that. Another thing he's doing is he's consolidating the tax brackets. So what that means, so right now we have 7 tax brackets, okay? They range from 12%, lower income are charged at 12% rate. The highest, the wealthiest are charged at 40%. So he's bringing that down to only 3, which is 15, 25, and 33%. So basically, who does that benefit? The wealthy, okay? So the lowest tax bracket is no longer 12%. It'll be 15%, okay? And the highest tax bracket is no longer 40%. It's 33%. So who does that benefit? So the wealthiest are getting a 7% cut in their tax rate, while the lower income are getting a 2% raise. Nice. That's all I have to say about that. It is nice. So my point is this, okay? Changes are coming. Changes are coming, and I know a lot of us, the tax season is the time where we get ourselves together. We have a little bit, we look forward to that money. We look forward to that. A lot of people, you get your money throughout the year. You don't let them take so much out of your check, so you're breaking even. But a lot of us really look forward to that money. And I didn't see anything about the earned income credit being affected, but I didn't see anything that said it would not be affected either. But as a tax professional, we all know that head of household is the only way you can get the earned income credit, which is a refundable credit. Which means that even if you were a hairstylist, you did not pay taxes all year, you still paid taxes taking care of children, obviously. So the government gives.
You heard what that woman just said? She said, even if you was a hairstylist, black women, and you did not pay taxes all year, black woman, you would still get money back. I am so glad this white man got in office. Stay tuned for part 2.